I just want to look at these questions first. We'll look at the tangent thing and the file. These questions, can you update the reference rig and the animation thing? That's exactly the whole point of doing this, the rig as referenced in. If you make an update to that scene and save it, the next time you open up the animation scene, it will be updated. And same with this question. So there's two things. Either you update the reg file, save it with the same name, and then the next time you open the animation file it'll be updated, or you can save it with a new file, and then in Maya you can go File, Reference Editor, and then select this reference, replace reference, and you can choose, if you have like Clean and Fill Rig 2 or whatever, or 73 or something like that, you can just replace it. So either save over this file and then reopen the animation file, or replace reference. It's ultimately the same thing at the end of the day. I'm not a big fan of saving over files, just because if you messed up the new one, then you can't go back to the other one. So I actually prefer continuing on with the numbering system and replacing the reference, so that you don't end up overwriting a file with a broken one. Let's take a look at what happened to the character. Why does it start at frame 80? Is there any animation before that? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Oh, is there like... you shouldn't have so much. Just have one camera and animate the one camera. It's really confusing. But let's just look at the animation. Where's your camera? Where's your character? Where she is. Let's go. I'm sorry, let's watch the video first so I can tell what's going on here. Oh, sorry, I already had it open. Okay. A lot of shots. So a very impressive amount of work, but way too much to try to finish in this class well. So I would suggest choosing your favorite 5 seconds and focusing on that, because I don't think you can do a good job in the time we have with a 17-second animation. You should aim for 5 to 10 seconds, and like closer to 5 usually. Alright, well, let's see what's going on with the step tangent deal. I'll just start by... And yeah, this whole multiple camera thing is very confusing. I would just do one camera and animate with the stepped keyframe. So yeah, I've selected all, and let's go to Tangents, Auto, and okay, let's see what that did. Okay. These guys you might have to select separately, since those are included in the all thing. And the mouth as well. The jaw is something you added, so it wouldn't be on. Well, and then of course this one you've animated yourself as well, so that would have to be. This is where you really need to have that hand in IK mode to push her up. It doesn't have to stay in Oh, you have it in IK mode now. So you know how to switch between... Let me turn everything off here. You know how to switch between FK and IK, obviously. What the heck? Why can't I be? I would put that whole background on a reference layer. It's sort of annoying. So yeah, so you've got it on IK mode here. It's just that for this shot, it really needs to be in IK. But that's not going to be much work anyway. You know, you could maybe between here and here is when you transition from FK to IK. So like maybe, yeah, you've already got a keyframe there, and when you've already got one here, it's just moving this into position here. And then, yeah, see, it's switching back to IK now. So let's, well, I don't know how much of this you have in FK after this point, but let's pretend you don't, just I don't have to search through it. Oh, that's what I meant to, sorry. Let's just pretend that the rest of that is IK. I don't know if you switch back and forth a few times, but just looking here. Oh, is there another keyframe later? No? Why is that moving? Oh, here we go. Anyway, yeah, where's this? Just going to get rid of those and then go back to this one and middle mouse click here and set a keyframe. So the point is, actually I think it needs to be in IK before that, because it needs to be in IK, I think by here actually. So and let's get rid of maybe this one so it transitions over this time. But then let's take the IK thing and get rid of everything before here. So might have to get rid of some FK keyframes on there, because it's kind of freaking out. Still freaking out, I'm not sure why. Doesn't look like there's any. I think actually what it might be, the problem is more, wow, there's a lot of keyframes on this thing. Here we go. That's better. And we just want to get rid of any keyframes before that on there, and after that. The point is, I'm not doing a great job of this. The point is that this hand needs to be planted, before she pushes up. So actually, that IKFK transition has to happen a little bit earlier. I'll just take this and move this all back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see that? So the hand slides up as planted, and then she can push herself up. But it has to be in IK mode for her to be able to push herself up. Otherwise, she has no leverage. And frankly, you should do the same with the other hand, too. I mean, it is possible, obviously, to push herself up with one hand. But it definitely needs to be in IK mode when she's pushing herself up. Let's go back to the video. I think the thing is, though, before you go nuts with this, is you have to pick. I just don't think you should try to do a 17-second animation. You should pick what you want to do. It's too much. It's a nice blocking for a longer animation, but it's too much, to animate in the time we have. Well, so let's take a look at the eyelids again. I don't know. I feel like I've already done it once. I don't know that anything's going to be different now, but I could show you again. I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe you didn't understand. Like this isn't going to work. This one, just delete that one. Gone. Forget about it. You have to redo the blend shapes. Maybe that's the part you didn't understand. So then, let's select the blend shape. Blend shape, select, deform, edit membership, tool, right mouse click on the lid, shift select. Okay, that's part of the blend shape now. Then with these selected, the blend shape selected, add a target. We can call this, eyelid right or something like that. And then we edit it. So that's where, let's just isolate these to get everything else out of the way. And just kind of zoom in on this eyeball. And so let's select this whole thing. Wait, is this instanced? Okay, well that's your other problem. Oh, God. I thought this was... No? Oh, is it just that I have symmetry on? Oh, I'm sorry, it's not instanced. Okay, sorry. My bad. I would think I would have caught that last time if it was instanced. Okay, no, it's just that... Oh, okay, I just had symmetry on, that's all. Yeah. Alright, and so select a few of these. I did exactly all of this last time, so I don't really know. What could go differently this time, but D and D, and we'll move this back. I did all of this in the last video. I'm not sure. I'm just going to do it sloppier this time just to, get us through the steps. Okay, and then it's working. And here's where you want to do, where's the add in between target, and that's where we can, pull some of these out or whatever you need to do. I'm being a little quick and dirty just to get through the process. And there you go. You've got, well, clean that stuff up too. But in principle, it's working, right? Okay. Save scene. Alright. Now, I can also demonstrate that that will be there when I open up this one because it's referencing it in. We've already saved this, but just to be sure. Oh, did I open the wrong file? Oh, I'm sorry, I opened the wrong file. Wait, which one do I want? Yeah, this one. Okay. Okay, and then Windows Animation Editors, Blend Shape Editor, sorry. And it doesn't work. That's so interesting. So it could be that there's some constraint on the blend shape. Oh wait, no, it's right there. I just wasn't seeing it on the other thing. It's weird. Why wasn't I seeing it in the list? In the shape editor. Isn't that weird? It doesn't show up here. But I can't explain. But I guess you can find it in the attribute editor, and then you just set keyframes from here, I guess. What frame are we on? And then you can shut it. You can see that's working. That looks weird, but you get the idea. So it does work. It's just for some reason not showing up in the shape editor. That I can't explain, but at least it's showing up in the attribute editor, so you can adjust it from there.